Hey guys, my name is Jade, and in this video I wanted to talk about why I left Facebook. I think it's been like, I want to say 3 years now? 2.5? 3? Probably 3 years. I left Facebook and I am never, ever returning, okay? So by the time this video comes out, I'm gonna be 30 years old. I know, guys, I know this hair, this black hair, it's not gonna be here very long. I already have a few white hairs, so I'm not gonna dye my hair, I'm sorry. Just getting y'all prepared. But I feel like I wasted, I don't know, over a decade of my life on Facebook. And I want to say wasted because that's really what it was, wasting time. And I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but if you're on Facebook all day, you're not doing anything with your life, okay? And at first I would use Facebook for like family and friends. And then once I started getting into synths and stuff, I joined like some Facebook music groups. And ironically enough, Dallas Jamming actually started as a Facebook group, and then I'm like, hey, I should make a YouTube channel. It had to happen, like, you know, I'm still thankful that Facebook was there to get this started, but I'm very glad that I left that toxic space, and I'm gonna tell you why. So first I wanna say that not everyone on Facebook is an asshole, okay? I have made a few good friends that I still talk to, like actually I have their number and stuff, and we chat and stuff on Facebook. Strangers that I've never met, right? That share an interesting hobby, similar likes. But the thing with like joining all these music groups and all this, if you're spending all your day in a music group, you're not making any music. If all you're doing is taking pictures of your gear and posting it and waiting there to see what people said, what are you doing with yourself? Like, what are you doing with your life? You're just getting these little dopamine hits. And we all know social media is super addicting. We all know social media is super unhealthy and it does nothing good for you, like for your mental health, for anything, for your physical health, for nothing. Countless of studies already. And like, I've known this for a very long time. I was like one of the first to like realize this. I feel like I was one of the first because I would talk to people about this and they'd be like, oh, no, whatever. You know, like, I love Facebook. I love this. Like, it's so good for me. No. Being on Facebook all day or any social media in general, anything that's giving you a dopamine hit, like the little red dot at the top of anything, like notification, constantly refreshing your feed or your phone just to see like what somebody said. Like, what are you doing with your life? Nothing. Stop it. And maybe you need to hear this today. Maybe you spend way too much time on your phone, worried about bullshit that doesn't matter, worried about what people have to say about you, about your music, about your setup. Like, that doesn't matter. Here's the thing. If you get so good that you know you're good, you don't need to be like, hey guys, what do you think about this? Hey guys, do you like my track? Screw that. Be confident in your stuff. Get so good that you don't need any approval from anybody in anything that you do. Why take criticism from people that aren't even doing anything? And the first people to talk crap about your music or about anything, just negative Nancy's and naysayers, are the ones that are literally doing nothing. Like the ones that have made no music, the ones that literally have nothing going on, the ones that are literally on Facebook all day not doing anything except being on Facebook and scrolling through feeds and picking fights and arguing and like, why? Like, just don't do that to yourself. And I know social media is important to get your name out there. I mean, if that's really what you're trying to do, like as an artist, but more important is your skill and the time that you spend practicing your instrument and like actually having something to show for it. Not just being there refreshing, like, who liked this? Who said something about it? You know, like, what opinion did this stranger have about this thing that I spent so much time on? And that can happen not just on Facebook, like clearly this can happen in any social media, even here on YouTube. But Facebook for me was such a negative pull, like all the time. Every time I check Facebook, I would do it unconsciously and I would do it without wanting to. So, you know, I'm 30 years old, like I said, and I like to say my age because, like, you know, maybe just I have some knowledge, okay? I've been through a few things. And as you grow as an adult, you realize that you do a lot of things that you don't like to do out of habit. So it's like, why am I doing this thing? And I remember driving behind this car one time and it had a bumper sticker and it said, if it's no fun, why do it? And like, it was so deep, like it was such a deep bumper sticker. I'm like, damn, like I do so many things that I don't enjoy doing, just like being pulled, right? And like throughout life, this is gonna happen to you. Like, doesn't matter how old you are. You're gonna be 50, 60 years old. If you let external things pull you in any certain direction, it's gonna happen. And Facebook was one of those things for me. Instagram too. First it was Facebook, then Instagram. Now I don't have either. I opened up a TikTok just to like post some stuff and like right away, like I felt that same pull. Guys, and the scary part is that like they design it this way. This is how they make their money, to get your attention, to like keep you using whatever app it is that you're using that like is making them money, because while you're over here refreshing, refreshing, they're also refreshing their ads. Hey, buy this, buy this, buy that. And all this information is going to your subconscious where you're like, hey, what is that? Oh, hey, I was actually looking at that synth. How do they know? Oh, because they have all your information. So it goes deep. It goes really deep. I feel like all this stuff that preys on human psyche, because this is preying on human psyche, because we thrive off communication. We've survived as long as humans from being part of a tribe. Like, if someone in the tribe doesn't like me, then that's a problem. I might not survive. They might kick me out of the tribe, right? So they preyed on this thing that has been part of like human survival for thousands of years and used it to make money. If a product is free, you're the product. Like, just know that right away. So if you feel like you need to leave social media, but you can't, because I felt like that for a long time. I'm like, I really hate Facebook. I really hate Instagram. I hate how it makes me feel. But I can't delete it because, this is like how I post my music. This is how I share stuff with the world. Like, no. If you feel like your life will be better without this, just get rid of it. Just cold turkey. Watch that one Netflix documentary. This one right here. This was like the last push that I needed to be like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. YouTube can get that way for me too, because I'll make a video and I'll spend 5-6 hours on it, and YouTube lets me know, hey, this video did terrible, 10 out of 10, like nobody watched this video. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? And then I'll go and I'll make a random video that I'm like, all right, whatever, I just feel like making a video or talking about this certain thing, and then it'll hit like 1 out of 10. And then like when that happens, YouTube gives me like little fireworks and like all these things that are like dopamine for my brain. So I'm like, oh wow, people like this video, like people like me, how many more people liked it? YouTube does the same thing. So like I have to constantly be like checking myself, like, am I gonna allow all this to distract me from my ultimate goal, which is being able to do this for a living, something that I enjoy? No. So it really comes down to like self-control and like keep playing the tape and seeing like, hey, I saw this, and if I keep coming back to it, like, it's not gonna make me feel any better. The video did good, the video did bad, like that's out of my control. The only thing that I can control is actually sitting down and making the video and doing me. Like, I can't control what the comments say. I can't control what the algorithm does, if it pushes my video or not. So it's kind of crazy that like this is the thing that we have to struggle with in our current era. And I feel really bad for like the young kids with like TikTok, because that one is like the scariest one, to be honest. Like TikTok is like super scary. Like I barely use it. I honestly probably am gonna delete it. I haven't checked it in months, but it's scary. Like just that amount of dopamine so fast. When you allow your brain to like get all these quick dopamine hits, you're gonna stop doing the things that actually bring you joy. So like playing music, that's gonna give you dopamine. But it's much easier to pick up your phone and be like boom, 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 and like, oh, dopamine, dopamine. But in reality, playing your piano is going to give you way more dopamine. Doing your work is going to give you way more dopamine. So try to avoid little things that just give you fast dopamine, and you'll see like how much better your life will be. This video is for you. This video is for me. I hope you got something from it. Stay fly, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.